morning and g'day mate, and welcome back to Dyson Sphere with me, Jitty, and of course, the wonderful Icarus Prime. In today's episode, hoping to set up purple science. Yeah, hoping to set up purple science was just out here on the edge of the map, throwing together, well, a little bit of mining for, well, coal, more coal, also some iron. We're going to need a few other things to get purple science up and running. Also, we're going to abuse the ability we have blueprints now because, of course, research-wise, at this point in the game, you should have mass construction number 3 and 4. 3 is at least going to let you do 900 facilities, 4 lets you do 3,600 facilities, which means at this point everybody should have the ability to do at least some decent sized blueprints. So I figure it's time when we started making use of them. With that plan of getting purple science out of the way, purple science, which requires us to get particle broadband, we do have CPUs up and running, also requires us to make nanotubes. We've already done the crystal silicon, we've done plastic before, so it should be nice and simple to put together. The nice and simple thing to put together. I need to ask a very important question. Very, very important question I like asking early in the video, and that is, of course, well, can I borrow a light? I just like to borrow a light. I like to borrow a light whilst we turn on the great nightlight. As always, if you're not happy with the video, you didn't enjoy the nightlight, you didn't enjoy the wonderful blueprints, by all means, you can have your light back. So Icarus, we're going to fly over here and we're going to grab some foundation. At the same time, I'm probably going to start requesting foundation because I don't think I have enough in the box. I probably don't have nearly enough in the box. You're short on brick. Can I make brick go faster? Yes. There are too many miners going one direction, not enough miners going the other direction. I think I can steal you as well. Can I reverse path? And can we grab from there to there, from there to there, and slice that off? Cool. 30 quick upgrade there. And sure, we can squeeze in one more. No, I can't. Can I just throw that there and then throw in a different rated sorter? Here, Mark 3s. You're a special. We get a Mark 3 sorter. Alright, hopefully that fixes our problem and we get foundation running a little bit faster. Alright, that's our first stop. Second stop is the mall, of course. I want to pick up some supplies. We are planning to dump down a whole bunch of things. Can I get rid of one piece of coal? I don't want to carry that around forever. We need to stop and grab production. I need to grab 50 smelters, got those. Assemblers. Can I grab a stack? Actually, we're going to need more smelters than that because I'm going to have to put in 2 lots of smelters today as well. We're going to need chem plants. There's 30 in here. And can I increase you to like 4 stacks? We're going to need labs. We're going to be putting in 20 labs, which is enough to make 2 science per second. It's probably a lot more than what I need, but that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to grab half a stack of you guys. And then we need to grab, I'm going to grab all 10 of you, actually. Can I grab 4? 4, so I'm going to stack a 10. I also want to get 1 interplanetary tower because we're going to be using 1 of those. And we're trying to make sure these build up as quickly as possible because I want to dump them down the gas giant because they're going to fix our power problem. And as you see, power's fine right now, but I'm about to make it a whole lot worse. The other thing I want to do is increase your cap to probably 4 of you. And that is sort of stacking level 6. Now, research-wise, we can add blue science, knowing that every single time I pick anything that requires blue science, 1 blue cube is going to cost me 1 copper. Yeah, pretty much. Slightly less because we are proliferating the actual eventual last stop. So it's going to cost me 20% less than that. But roughly 1 for 1. Purple science is 6 for 1. So I don't really want to do anything purple, but I'm happy to do anything blue. Also, we don't have purple up and running. So we're going to jump and grab Proliferator Mark 3 because we can. We're also going to grab the Fusion Generation. That is entirely free. It doesn't cost me any blue whatsoever, so I don't care. You cost purple. You cost 800. We'll take you as well. Can't do you. We can grab substations. We can grab bigger and better rockets. I can't see myself building them anytime soon, but at least I can grab them. We can also get the extra ammo and we can get the attack drones. I'd like to get into, drone combat in a little bit, but at the moment we've got nothing to fight with. So next thing I want to do is I want to head over here. I want to pick up this oil extractor and rotate it the other way. And we're going to be building our science pretty much over here. Foundations. Can I get a... First off, can you land, Icarus? Okay, we're going to throw in some foundations sort of here everywhere, just so I have a bit of a nicer edge to work with. I want to have access to that copper because we're going to be mining that, I expect, today. And is that enough to get started? Probably not. Maybe that's enough. Where am I going up to? I'm going up to that line. All right, let's just get that part filled in first. And the quickest way to see whether we've got everything filled in is bring up this mode. And I'm like, okay, there's water here, and water here, and a little bit of water below Icarus. So that water, that water, that water, that water, and that water, I think. Bring up Control C for copy mode, and we can see there's some here and some here. Okay, so can I bring this back up? And it was here-ish and here-ish. Yeah, I don't see it. There. And like that's already landfilled. I know if I made the tile bigger, this would be easier, and there's a better chance I just accidentally fill it in. But I'm trying to conserve foundation. The little build we had to start with works, but it doesn't work terribly well. I'd like to start mass producing foundation in the future, but we haven't gone around to doing it yet. All right, so blueprints. All of my blueprints are, of course, available to you guys. First thing we're going to do is we're going to drop down this particular blueprint. Actually, can I? Icarus, over here. Just a tiny bit more foundation. Can we fill in this and this? Cool. All right, first blueprint is going to be the actual information matrix itself. We're going to be dumping this, I don't know, there works. And, nope, that little puddle there. Okay. This is a simple blueprint, very, very simple blueprint. And I also need to make sure you're set to sorters only, because this is all done with level 2 sorters, and I only carry level 3s now. All right, our plan is to be throwing in a wind turbine so you should power up. And also probably, I don't have any babs on me. Can I get some battlefield analysis bases, please? I've gone too far up the line. Yeah, can I just grab a full stack of 20? And can we also say foundation? I'd like to have 5,000 on me. And I'm pretty sure, because I have a habit of putting these things down and not picking them back up, can I just have 20 of them always on me? That'd do nicely. Okay, so what we want to do is I want to turn this on. So we're going to require, well, I'm going to call in the juice. Okay, that's going to be the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to be supplying out purple science, but as purple science is going to cost me copper, I'm going to cap this to a reasonable amount. As I need processors, but again, they cost copper, I'm going to cap that to a reasonable amount. As the particle broadband cost me some titanium, some silicon, some oil products, not capping that at all. Just fill it up. Fill her up good and proper. I do need to set a recipe on these because for whatever reason I forgot to do that in the blueprint, but that is you ready to go. You're already filled with bots, you're good to go. So for that, I need fiber optics. So we need the next blueprint, which does fit here. Does fit here? Does not fit here. Okay, it fits on the next quadrant down on the planet. Can I hit tab so I can actually hold it at this corner? We'll throw you there. Cool. And now, can I get one of you? Can I actually squeeze you into that spot? And does this have power? No, of course it doesn't. I put a power pole there and a power pole there. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Okay, so you're powered up. All right, you are going to need us to have silicon. We have silicon already. You're going to just have plastic. We're going to request in plastic. I don't have any plastic, but, you know, we're going to need plastic. We'll go automate that second in just a second. Also, we're going to need carbon nanotubes. Don't have any of those, but we'll automate those in a second as well. I do happen to have some plastic all the way over... where is it? Here. So when we automated our plastic and our crystal silicon, I automated the plastic whilst waiting for the crystal silicon recipe to finish. So we have a little buffer box full. So I'm going to grab all that plastic and I'm going to manually throw it in here. So it gets it out of the way. And well, that'll at least start this running, providing I remember to upgrade all of the sorters. Cool. So that's that running. We are going to have some particle broadband go into this box. This box is an in-box only. I know I can put down a splitter. I know I can put a box on a splitter, but that only buffers what's in that box. And this is designed to flow straight through. Well, a splitter is designed to flow straight through. I don't want it to flow straight through. I want to be able to have and know that I always have so much particle broadband in this box ready to go, because particle broadband is currently not used for anything the more, but it will be used for the next tier of assembler. So I want to make sure I have that buffer there available, and that is the priority. Not making more purple science to probably make more white science in the future. The priority is to make sure I have more assemblers, because more assemblers means more science overall. All right, and you have no free slots, so I can't shove any resources in there like the copper and the oil that I have right there. But the next one is, let's do nanotubes. Hit tab so I can hold the other end. And do you go this part of the planet? You go happily on that part of the planet. Do you have any spare slots? You have a spare slot. Excellent. We're going to grab some belt. Well, we're going to pick you up and rotate you that way. And then we're going to run a belt out of you, into you, into you, into you. I'm going to set you to do crude oil. And wind. Here, here, here. Done. 1, 2, and 3. And you could process as well. Can we get Icarus to go over there? Alright, so again, this is going to have crude oil, because we just added that. We're going to need titanium, and we're just going to hit demand. Just bring the titanium here. At the same time, we need graphene. We automated that in our last episode from Fire Ice, so that should get our carbon nanotubes up and running. You know, providing I remember to upgrade all the sorters. Yeah. Okay, so with this one up and running as well, that gets us one step closer to actually having the particle broadband up and running. I still need to get the plastic, and actually I don't need to have crystal silicon, because right here we're bringing in silicon and we're smelting on site. All these builds are overbuilt just slightly. They don't have proliferation in them because, well, that's really an up to you decision. You can add proliferation to each and every one of these and save yourself some resources. I think proliferating's sort of after you've got, unless you're short on resources, it's for after you've got everything done in the game. After you've completed all the way through to green science, white science, and you have those extra unlocks, that's when you start really proliferating for end game. But for the moment, I'm happy to skip without. All right, next one's going to be plastic. This has a yellow cube in here because this is the plastic for both sciences. So this is enough plastic to run both our purple science and also our structural matrix. We're going to run that there. Now, of course, this is not going to have crystal... organic crystal as part of the build. That might mean in the future, I don't know, I'll put together a yellow build that does include it, doesn't include it. Yellow science, generally you don't have the planetary logistics up and running. So, cool, that was one research done. Generally you don't have that up and running, so I'm sort of thinking that's like, you know, two different parts of tech, you know. One for pre-logistics, one for post-logistics. Either way, we're going to need plastic. Now, plastic is going to require energetic graphite. It's also going to require refined oil. So what we're going to do is we're going to call in refined oil. I have a bunch of refined oil in that tower, nice and close. We're also going to need to have coal. The coal we're going to, on site, we're going to use about a belt and a half worth of coal and convert it into energetic graphite along the way. So that should give us a bunch of plastic to go out to this tower, which should give us a bunch of plastic to come into here and make sure we make the particle broadband, which is not running because you don't have that, because that hasn't turned on yet. It's only just started. All right, and then the last thing we need is processes. Okay, now processes is going to be a little bit different. Can I press tab so I can hold you in a different corner? Will you actually fit there without me having to go over there and landfill things? No. There? You will fit there. Cool. Come on here, Chris. Fly over. Fly! Alright, we're going to grab you, and I think I'd like to shove you over here. And Icarus, come here. Now, this is all designed, again, with our Mark II sorters and our Mark II belt. Except I can already see, as a good portion of the belt didn't go down, I'm all out of Mark II belt. So we're going to use the upgrade function. I'm going to hold down shift to do this whole belt, this whole belt, and that belt, and that belt. Hopefully that's enough. That if that's upgraded to blue belt, it should give me enough green belt to finish off the rest of the belt. Okay, can I get power? There, 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 and there. Alright, that should get you to power up and help. Okay, so this one's going to be a little bit different. I want to proliferate this build. I want to proliferate this build due to our complete lack of copper on our system. So, I also need to preload you with ships. I can put in interplanetary ships if I want to bring in things from off-site. I could fly the... Actually, that's not a bad idea. We could fly the silicon directly into this tower. Cool. So, again, this build... Oh. Cancel? Cancel. Yeah, I want to put the juice in first. All right, so this build is designed to bring in copper and also silicon to then make our microcrystalline components on site. Also designed to bring in more copper to go with the silicon, make more microcrystalline components. Also bring in iron to go with the copper to make our green circuits. And then, of course, microcrystalline components and green circuits feed into the actual processor build. In saying that, it's also designed to store up some excess circuit boards. Can I just give you a few hundred belts so you can help? Okay. It's designed to store up circuit boards in case you want to either call them elsewhere for some other project, or we make them right here. So you can disable this little build, therefore have more iron on your mall, and just use these guys to, rather than provide to other distributors, call in to other distributors, and just on the top of a split up or with a side loading box, whatever you decide, you could then grab out some of the green circuits. But this build, I've tweaked it slightly for myself, because I do need to have the microcrystalline components being fed into the bus. So what I'm going to do is throw in one of you, complete high strength glass research, you, and we're going to distribute. You're going to be set to provide. Throw those bots in there, and well, you're just going to buffer up what's spare. Only what's spare, okay? There is some spare production in here, so that should be fine for me, but I do need to get juice. I want to get juice in here. Now I have two options. I have this build over here, which has juice, and I could just, run a belt right the way around the outside. My other option is if I get a splitter like this, and we put you, say, here, and then I put a box on top, and then a hat on top of that, box, and we cap you to like that, and we're going to set a filter as well, that way you can't mess it up, to be that one. I can then close that, guess the filter, request, and put some bots in there. We've already done that, and then run a belt at height number 1 from you to the end, and from you to the... Don't be difficult. I don't want to stop in there. I want to go one tile out. Fine, go one tile out and I'll delete the excess. Cool. And I could request juice in like that. Now, it works. It definitely works as a theory. I'm just worried about delivery times. I did end up putting one here. Okay, let's go to there. We can put a box on that. That'll buffer it. I got no issues with buffering it. And then we'll put a hat on our box. And a hat's going to need power. We can probably find power, sort of. The network's a little bit unhappy. And then we can tick that. We can say provide. So there is one available route as also out of range. Yep. Research upgrades. You guys. So we currently have distribution range 110 degrees. So if we look on the planet, and we look at where are we? Where's this box? There's our box. Okay. I'm at 51 degrees east, and I want to deliver to here. So I need to make sure that that number and that number is within 110 degrees of one another, which obviously it's not. That's 50 degrees. That's 100. I'm at like 112 degrees away from one another. Yeah. I can put in a transfer station halfway along. That is a viable solution. My other option is just to go to here. And we put it in a box here. Can I do that? I think I got enough room. Box. I definitely don't have enough room here. So I have to bring it out this side. I'm flying at such a short... whatever. We'll fly at a short distance. Can I get you up at full height, down to ground level, to there, throw in a box, there. Come on, out of the way, out of the way. And then we need a hat, and a sorter. And we're going to cap you to like 2 slots. We're going to filter you to the same item. We're going to distribute, and then we're going to do that. All right, it can now fly that short distance from there to there. I still think a belt would be more efficient. I'm hoping that we don't end up with a throughput issue flying this stuff around. Because, yes, the drones are not terribly good at doing high throughput. In fact, they're really, really, really bad at it. All right. So that gets us all the way up to processors. You're almost full on bots, and I'm going to do remote demand, local demand, and local demand. Okay, my problem is I don't have iron or copper. I haven't set up a smelter for either of those, so that is going to be the next thing on our list. So we're going to, first off, I'm going to grab a smelter. I have a temporary copper smelter. That's what it's called. Past JD called it that. I don't know exactly what it looks like. It looks like a smelter that I can dump right there. Okay, we're going to dump it right there then. Can I fill in this little section? And I'm going to want to probably place this blueprint twice. One for copper, one for iron. Okay. And temporary copper smelter. And, oh yeah, look at all the holes I missed. Okay, we're going to throw you here. And throw you... blueprints. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the temporary copper smelter. And we'll throw in a second one right beside it. Right? Yes. Because there are 2 bits of belt that are overlapping. That's fine. Alright. And same story, I need to upgrade not the belts, just the sorters, and drag over everything. Yes! Okay. Can I get in a helper here, and a helper here, and this helper needs power. Okay. Alright, so you... Cancel. You... Oh, something went very wrong there. Oh, yeah, you got cut off in the blueprint. Alright, let's do this one. Okay. No, let's do those sorters. Okay, now we can do things. Alright, what I want to do is you. I want to put you here, and then here, and here, and here. Alright, so we're going to take this around this side and into there, and then stop it in this machine. And what I want you to do is, yes, I want you to request in copper demands. Cool, turns out I don't have any copper. Alright, you, on the other hand, we're going to change from that to iron. Demand, we're going to change that to iron, and I'm going to go to you. I'm going to change your recipe to be iron. Click and drag start to end. Press tab so you line up, and then do the same on this line, and then copy, paste, shift and left click to select it. Tittle, I think it's called. To remove the sorters, press tab once to put in the 1 tile gaps every 3rd smelter, and you are done and dusted. Okay, can I that everything done yet and upgraded? Okay, so you're gonna bring in iron ore. You're gonna bring in copper ore. You need to have some filter set, which is gonna be you plus you and you and you. These are really designed to be tileable. They're also designed to well, have optional spray. The first one, copper, I want it sprayed. Second one, iron, don't really want it sprayed. So we're going to remove that. We're also going to remove that, and I can put all that juice in that tower. Cool. That is the plan there. You at least are making iron. We don't have many. I don't have many drones available, so they'll just have to wait to get filled up. You, on the other hand, need to have copper. So I have two choices. I can either grab this copper and run some sort of spaghetti belt down here, or we can get a tower. And I'm thinking a tower is the way to go. Clear, 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 clear. Copper ore. You have one drone. Ooh, that's going to get us very far. All right, I need to set up this. Okay. Yeah, we're in construction mode. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can get into the back of that. I can have a satellite substation. There, and there. Cool. And we're going to run a belt out there, over there. Probably in here. Yeah. This is going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4 miners. And then this will give me 4 miners on the belt that I'm going to run right beside it, which is going to go there, there, and there. Okay. Power-wise, we're going to go there, and there, and there, with a touch there. And then power there. And then in the network, if you're not already in the network. Cool. Click on you again to get you another few, and then do the same over here. So again, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I want to grab you out around here. And then we'll run directly across the North Pole because we checked and there's no Santa. And then there to there to there. Cool. And then you are going to come out to here, to here, to there, to there, and to there. Cool. And it should be a case of plug you in, plug you. Okay, actually connected. Okay, and plug you in, and they're all plugged in. There's any wind turbines. Hello? Wind, more wind. And no, there. And actually, whilst I think about it, just throw some wind turbines generally around the pole. No? Last blueprint failed. There we go. Okay. There. Alright, that should give us, well, copper into this tower. You know, if I build the last half a dozen belts. And, well, it already has some copper. And should, where's that built? Oh, over here. Should make sure that the copper smelter does smelt copper. And it is not smelting copper because I never hooked up the output belts. Yeah, because I cleared filters. Okay, can I set you to copper ore? Copper ore, and also copper ore. Okay, so this copper ore set up. That is a ring around a rosy of power. You have some copper, not a lot. You have some copper, not a lot. Iron, really? We have no iron either. Oh. I went and plugged 2 volts worth and then forgot to actually assign it to the tower, so it never filled up. Oops. Alright. We're up to these guys. Okay, I do need to have drones in both of these because they need to both push and pull. Well, essentially push and probably pull at the same time. But that is, in theory, where we finally get. I need to see some CPUs move. That's what I'm really waiting on. This building has iron and copper. Did somebody forget to set a splitter? Somebody forgot to send a filter on the output. Seems important. Is it just 1 belt of silicon? Yes, there'd be 1 belt of silicon. Okay. But you're making green circuits. We have some green circuits, not a lot, but we got some. You bring in iron and copper, and they're being processed. You're waiting on silicon, which is coming. You guys are waiting on more iron, which is on its way. And yes, you have plenty of resources. Plenty of resources ready to go. With just a few CPUs. Now, CPUs are actually being proliferated on the way out. I'd prefer it if we didn't do that. We'll only proliferate them if we need to for where we're moving them to. Same goes for silicon. So silicon, rather than proliferating on the way out and then re-proliferating on the way in, not that's going to change anything, we'll just do it on the way in. And same goes for green circuits. Yeah. We'll just proliferate on the way in that we sort of know it is ready to go. And we've made our first information set matrix, our very first purple science, just shy of 11 hours of the game. I call that not bad. It's definitely not speedrunning territory, but it's definitely not bad either. I need to plug this into our labs, which should be fairly easy. Is also where I need to call this today's episode. Yep, there were other things I want to set up. Definitely other things I want to set up. I still need to solve our power problem. But I think that chest. I think I have 10 of those. So I'm going to go dump 10 of those on a gas giant whilst we also wait for more drones to be crafted. Because these towers are very short of drones. So I need to fix that problem up. But yes, I think for right now, I'm going to leave this video here so I can go dump down these guys. Because at the moment I can't charge more accumulators to make more orbital collectors. So I need to go do that. Anyway, with all that said and done, I'm going to call this video here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you in the very next video. Bye.